Just thought I'd do a long-term ownership review on my Miele tumble dryer. Bought in June 2016, so it's approximately 7 years old and about 4 months. Recently, you may have seen my YouTube short that it stopped working. I'm led to believe from the error codes that it's a PCB issue, which is a bit disappointing. Miele say 20 years or 10,000 hours use. This hasn't really had anything like that. I think it's about 950 at the moment on the counter. So it is being replaced tomorrow. Something else is coming. It's not a Miele this time. I have decided not to buy a Miele just because of the reliability, I guess, of this one. And also, if I'm honest, I think other brands probably do dryers better. It's dried very well. Once you got into the swing of things, I've had to make several adjustments to the settings to make sure it dried thick items like towels. And obviously the cycle times are quite long. It can take about 2.5 hours for a load of towels to dry. But it is a heat pump, and it was one of the very first heat pump dryers, I believe, in the market. I mean, back in 2016, they were just coming out. It's done very well. It's remarkably efficient. I think it uses just under 1 kilowatt of electric to dry a full 9 kg load. So I have enjoyed it. But sadly, the time has come now, and I had to weigh up whether I repair or replace it. My concern is here in the UK that they charge a fixed rate for repairs, and I'm just not confident that if I do pay that one fixed rate, something else isn't going to go wrong with it. But to give it its due, it's, worked its socks off for the last 7 years. It was in a family setting with 3 of us. Now it's just me living alone, so it doesn't get the same amount of use. But everything I've thrown at it, it has dried. And as I say, after I got used to those, just adjusting the moisture settings, I've got it to pretty much replicate what you'd expect from any dryer, which is things to come out dry. I think some things were still a bit damp. I've had instances where I've taken bed linen out of the cupboard and it smelt a bit of laundry that hasn't dried properly. So I've had to be quite cautious with just taking bed linen out and letting that dry for a day or so on a bed, and then putting it away. And I've kind of got around it that way. So these aren't insurmountable problems. I think it was influenced by the fact that heat pump dryers were very new. I have no experience in the new Miele heat pump dryers, so I can't comment on what those are like. But for the past 7 years, it's done very well, but there were just these peculiar quirks I had to get on with. The fragrance flacon I found was a complete waste of time. It did put a little bit of scent into the laundry, but I found the flacons were leaking quite a bit, so I would always have a puddle of oil here. And when it wasn't stacked, it was sort of sat on a pool of oil on the floor, so I just stopped using those. The filter is there, which I need to. There's sort of 2 there, and then this third one here protecting the condenser. Maintenance was a bit finicky. It would come up every sort of 2 or 3 months, I guess, wanting this filter to be cleaned. Again, you can adjust those levels, but I always kept them at their most sensitive because anything blocking the appliance from working properly will obviously influence energy efficiency. So I didn't want the appliance working harder than it should have been. I think that's really all there is to say. Standard Miele build quality, all of this, there's no sharp edges. It's a very solid dryer. So I am in a lot of ways kind of heartbroken that it's given up now. But, onto other things. I am annoyed, I guess, that, the 20 years use claim hasn't rung true for me with this dryer. So consequently, I have decided to opt for a different brand and pay a little less money. This dryer at the time was about £1,500, which was quite a significant amount of money, even though it was new technology. But this is buying into new technology and being an early adopter. It comes with the territory. So it just makes you, choose differently. So this next time I will be choosing something different from a different brand, which I look forward to unboxing with you all when it's delivered. But I just wanted to do a little video on this. The other thing I have to say I really enjoyed about this dryer was the fact it came with the drain kit included. So I think I've shown you before, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but at the back there, it's drained straight into my waste system. So I've never actually ever used this straw to drain in from the laundry. I have, however, put distilled water in there to use this for the steam smoothing option. And again, you know, I think that it just comes out that little brass nozzle there. It used to spray water and then sort of heat it up off things that need ironing, like shirts. Again, I never really used that. I thought I would, but because most of the machines I've had have steamed, you kind of tend to use it there, not in the dryer. One big thing though was noise for me. So I really had hoped this dryer would be quieter than it was. It was fairly quiet, but all Miele's have this incessant ticking, and that is to do, I believe, with the moisture sensor which runs around the drum, that's connected to this, and I think there's some other sensors somewhere as well. But the point is, there's this sort of huge contact band that runs around the perimeter of the drum, and that's got some carbon contacts to it. So that silver band, or whatever it is, actually has a join in it, and it causes this constant ticking. And I did actually have Miele out when I first got it, because I thought there was something wrong, but they said no, you know, that's normal. I think they did replace the carbon contacts for me. Again, that worked for a bit, and as it's worked over the years, it's just got noisier and noisier. So that was one, I think, major disappointment for me, was the noise levels weren't as quiet as I'd hoped. Still very quiet, but not quiet enough, I'd say. iDry, it's obviously in this cupboard. It's got some heating components in there, so it's not a cold cupboard, so I would never close the door. So I do tend to leave the door open. Drying tends to happen when I'm here. It's an open plan living situation, and the noise used to get to me. So in some ways, we'll have to see if the brand I've chosen next is quieter. But that's just a very short video review. I don't think there's anything more to say, really. It has been a fairly reliable workhorse for the past 7 years. Now come to the end of its life. I think my main gripe there is it's not lived up to the 20-year equivalent use Miele touted, and we'll see what goes next. I'm still pretty happy with the Passion washer. I think Miele maybe do that side of things better. Hopefully, though, we won't have any longevity issues with that. So yeah, something else hopefully will be stacked on this soon, and I'll obviously do a full introductory video.